We have to download and install it first. I will copy the link first on chat Zoom. Maybe we can practice together. So I will explain step by step. Okay, I already sent it, the link of the publish or perish that you can install. And I think that publish or perish is an easy way to us for students to search many journals or articles easily with one click. That's amazing. And first, we have to see. Okay, wait. Okay. And there are two versions on Microsoft Windows and on Mac OS. If you have a laptop on Microsoft Windows, you can download an installation instruction here. You can click. And then there are many versions of publish or perish, and it's the newest version on 12 March 2024. If you want to change the version, you can click this. And then there are many version of the publish or perish you can choose. And because I want to choose the newest version, so I can click the or perish installer for Windows. It's only 2.4 megabytes, so it really useful for you on your Windows. After you click the publish or perish installer for Windows, there are pop 8 setup X. You can open the file. And then there are you have to allow this app publish or perish to make change on your device. So you have to click yes. And when you already click the install, you have to click next. And in license agreement, you have to checklist the column I agree to these terms and conditions. And then you click next. And you can click install. And you have to waiting for the installation. And if you want to start the application automatically after it finished the installation, you have to click the start the application. And if you don't want to open the application, you have to uncheck list. Because I want to open it automatically, so I checklist the start the application. And then you click finish. And then it will automatically open the publish or perish on your taskbar. Okay, so this is the main window of the publish or perish. And there are many sources that you can choose. There are Crossref, Google Scholar, PubMed, OpenAlex, Scopus, etc. And I want to search journal or articles from on Google Scholar. So I click the Google Scholar. And then there are many metrics that you have to fill. What do you want to search? For example, I want to search an article or paper about the impact of artificial intelligence. I can type it into the title words, impact of artificial intelligence. And if you want to add the keywords on the paper or articles, you have to fill the keywords. If you don't, so let it empty. And you have to fill the range of the years because I want to search for the 10 past years publication. So I have to fill it with 2014 and 2024. And then you can choose the maximum of results because I want to search maximum results of 100 results, and then you can click search. And you have to wait for the results. And if there are 0 results, you have to change your title words. For example, the impact of consumer behavior. And you can click search also. And then there are maximum 100 results about the impact of consumer behavior. Yeah, we have to wait until it's done. And then there are many metrics that you can search. There are ranks, authors, title, year, publication, publisher, type, and also type. And from the publication, there are international and national journal. For example, I click the first result. It's from the author's name Deka Srivastava. And the title is, you can see the full title on the right side, paper details, the impact of social media on consumer behavior amid economic crisis, the case of luxury consumption. And that's the title. And the year of the publication is 2024, and it's from International Journal. If you want to choose another results, for example, the fourth results, it's from Tedias. The title is The Impact of Artificial Intelligence on Consumer Behavior and Change in Business Activity Due to Pandemic Effect. It's on 2023. If you want to open the journal, you have to double click, and it will open automatically to the paper. And then it's the results, impact of the artificial intelligence on consumer behavior and change in business activity due to pandemic effects. And then there is abstract that you can read. If you want to read full of the paper, you can click the PDF. Okay, so this is the paper of the title that I have searched. And there are download. You can download also the paper if you want to download. Just click, and then it will download on your laptop. For example, I want to open it. Okay, and it already saved on your laptop, and you can read all of the paper. And for example, you want to save the results, all the results from the publish or perish. You can click the save results, but I want to teach about if you want to search the results from the oldest year, you can click the year and it will show the results from 2014. And if you want to search the paper from the newest year, you can click the year and it will be the results from 2024. And if you want to save all of the paper here, the title and another metrics on your laptop, you can save the results on as a CVS. You can click it, and then you can click the document that you can save in it. For example, I want to save it on the document, and for example, in here, and you can rename it. For example, consumer behavior. You can save. Okay, and then I will open it on the file explorer. It's saved on the document, namely Lomba. Okay, and there is the results that we have saved. We can double click to open the file. So it's a simple way to search many title of the topic that you want to search. It's really easy because if I want to make an essay or paper or article, I always use public or parish, because if I search it on Google Scholar, I have to scroll it down. So it's a simple way, I think, that to have many results in paper. Okay, if the results like this, there is no comma in here, so we have to click the first column, and then you click that data column, and then you can click the text into column. After you click text into column, you can click yang dibatasi or limited, and then you can check the tab and comma, and then you click next and done. Okay, and it will be one by one column, more efficient. For example, you can see the full title of the paper. For example, from the MD Miguel, the impact of the implementation of CRM strategy on consumer behavior. And you can also search for the source if you want to see the full of the paper. You can copy paste and also click to the Mozilla Firefox and paste it on Mozilla Firefox. And that's the step-by-step how to use publish or perish. I think it will help your life more effectively. Okay. If you have any question, maybe we can discuss on Q&A session soon. And the second one, I want to talk about how can we paraphrase a sentence or many sentence with automatically with AI. If you know ChatGPT, it's an AI that will help our life to make paper or make an essay, but we just use that technology to make our life easy. But we have also use our brain to make essay or papers, etc. For example, I want to paraphrase a paragraph of the introduction. I will copy this sentences from with until contagion. You can click copy paste or click right click. You can copy, or you also can use your keyboard with Control plus C. I always use Control plus C. Okay. And then if you already copy, you have to paste the text. Okay. Maybe some of you want to try. I will copy the link on chat Zoom. This will help you to paraphrase easily. If you don't have any time to paraphrase it manually, you can use it for automatically. For example, we want to paraphrase these sentences. We can click paraphrase. And there are many language: English, French, Spanish, German, and all the languages. So just click it. And if you want to search in different modes, there are some modes like standard, fluency, formal, academic. If you want to paraphrase with academic modes, you can click the academic, and then you have to unlock the premium modes. Yeah, we have to unlock the premium mode if you want to use the academic mode. If you want to use it free, you have to search, you have to paraphrase it on standard modes. And the right side is the result of the paraphrase. Okay. And from these results, you can copy by clicking copy full text on the right down side into the Word or Notepad to make your paper. Okay, I will open the Word. Okay, wait a minute. It's a little lag on my laptop. Okay. But if you want to paraphrase it automatically, you also have to check it, because there are some errors if you use it automatically. So you have to check it for the sentences. It just help you to paraphrase, but you have to read it also. Okay, that's the step by step to use Quillbot to paraphrase automatically. But I usually use ChatGPT to paraphrase. I type to the prompter, paraphrase it. Then, for example, I give the example: if I choose ChatGPT to paraphrase my sentences, I click to the message ChatGPT paraphrase it. And then it will paraphrase your text. So that's the second way to paraphrase. Yes, a lot of AI that will help our life more easier. So maybe that's all from me. How to use Publish or Perish or Quillbot to make easy of your life, to make paper or articles, etc. Oke, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Nur Syifa Nadia Stuti, for your enlightening presentation about assessing index national and international journals and proposing activities using Quillbot software. We come to the second speaker, Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, SAMM, Faculty of Economics lecturer at Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Dr. Muhammad Yusuf is in charge for presenting to lecturer at Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Topic 3, referencing management using Mendeley software, and topic 4, entitled grammar checking and correcting using Grammarly. To Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Diva. Thank you, Shiva. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about Mendeley and Grammarly. Mendeley is the reference manager software created by the publisher Elsevier that available for Mac, Windows, and Linux. And with the Mendeley desktop, you can easily organize and search your personal library, annotate documents, and cite as you write. Part 1, how to create account or registration. You can go to the following address. I will send it to chat. You can go to the mendeley.com. And then this is the appearance of the mendeley.com. You can go to download, create account, sign in, or search your library. You should create account with the Elsevier. Don't worry, it's free to create Elsevier account. Just click create account, and then you fill the blank with your email, given name, family name, and your password. And then click register. If you already have an account, you can click I already have an account. And then you now have an Elsevier account. With the Elsevier account, you can continue to Mendeley, and you can you have a Mendeley account too. Yeah, this is the appearance of the Mendeley.com Mendeley Reference Manager. You can go to the library, click library. Then this is the appearance about your library. You can add new and the other menu, all reference, recently added, recently read, favorites, my publication, trash, and others. This is your reference. If you add your reference, from your data, like the POP based explanation from Shiva, you can import to the Mendeley account, your Mendeley library. But I'm going to show you the Mendeley desktop for the details. The Mendeley desktop, I think the process of Mendeley desktop, you can access and you can access your library without internet. If you use Mendeley Reference Manager, you should have the internet, and because the base is cloud basis. Yeah, you can go to the following address, mendeley.com/downloads, to download the Mendeley desktop. This is the appearance. You can click download Mendeley desktop for Windows, for Mac OS, or for Linux. Then the notification, you can click run, click next, click I agree with the agreement to install Mendeley desktop. You can choose the folder which to install Mendeley desktop. The space required for Mendeley desktop around 175 megabytes. And then click install. And the Mendeley desktop is being installed. Okay, click finish and checklist run Mendeley desktop. And then click finish. And then click sign in with your Elsevier account. This is the appearance from the Mendeley desktop. And then next, how to create your Mendeley library. There are several ways to create your Mendeley library with simple ways. You can click add files, you can click folder, you can drag and drop your files into the Mendeley desktop. You can add reference automatically manual, watch folders to automatically to Mendeley desktop. And the hard way, you can import to and from the other reference management software like POP, Web Importer, and reference search. You can, from the easy, simple way, you can click add files or Control O, and then browse the location of the PDF, then click the open button. This is if you choose the simple way. This is the slideshow. The slide shows that the file added to your library, the PDF. You can see the difference if you add your file or if you import without file. The logo PDF show that the file. Mendeley will attempt to automatically detect two document details like bibliography data, and any document whose details Mendeley is uncertain about will be added to the reference detail section for manual verification. You should check the detail manually from the document detail, because some file have error like this. The title is written in uppercase, so you can edit manual, or you can right click and then click update details. And then you can see the detail from the the document detail or bibliographic data. The other ways to add file, you can create new folder to upload the PDF into a specific folder. Just click add folder, Ctrl+Shift+O, and browse the location of the PDF, then click OK. All the PDFs have been added to your library. And option 3, you can drag and drop the PDF from your folder to the library. Option 4, you can add entry manually to your Mendeley desktop. Fill the title, authors, journal, year, volume, issues, page, abstract with manual. And you can use watch folder to automatically add PDF to Mendeley desktop. So if you add the more file, this will update automatically. And if you want to have access to your PDF, your file from anywhere, you can activate the file synchronization. By enabling this feature, you are able to access your file in your Mendeley web library. Part 3, managing documents and reference. In this section, you can check duplicates and merge duplicate author names, text, or publication. Documents can be marked read or unread, such as you type, annotated PDF, and file organizer. This is how to check the duplicates. Occasionally, when you are importing reference into Mendeley, they can become duplicated. This often happens when importing from completely different sources, such as paper using the web importer. bookmarklet and then dragging PDF of that same reference into Mendeley. So you can find the duplicates by selecting the tools menu and then check for the duplicates. You can set the duplicates will that then be shown, and you can select it. Review the metadata in the right-hand tail pane, and then click the Confirm Merge button to merge the set. Click Merge, Confirm Merge. Then you can mark read or unread your document. If you read the document, the mark is small green dot. If you unread, the mark is green dot, yeah. More big. Then you can choose favorites. If you want to select your paper, if you can use in your proposal or thesis or your paper, this is the favorites. Then you can see your favorite documents in menu favorites, favorite folders. Search as you type, you can click the search as you type, and then you smart search in document highlights the search term as you type. You can find what you are looking for quickly. Just type into the search bar and watch Mendeley find matching the term in the document. This is the result. If you click pengukuran. And then you can click the file here to read the file, and you can annotate your file with highlights and notes in the document with Mendeley Desktop. And then citing reference in this section, you can managing documents and reference, how to open in Office, how to cite the reference and insert bibliography. To able cite a document, generate a bibliography, or manually edit an entry, you should install the Word and OpenOffice plugin first. You can click Tools and then install MS Word plugin until the finish install. You can see in your Microsoft Word or Office with the menu reference, there is Mendeley. Insert citation, open Mendeley, insert bibliography. For the example, if you open your Microsoft Word, click reference. After install plugin, you can see the difference in this menu. There are insert citation, insert bibliography, open Mendeley. Example, I will put the citation here. You can search by author, title, or year in your library, or go to Mendeley to see the Mendeley library. You can search your file and then click OK. After that, you can insert your bibliography, reference, your references with the reference menu, insert bibliography, and this is your references from the Mendeley. If you have the metadata, like explanation from Shiva, you can click the data, yeah, click file, import, RIS, Research Information System. You can click the RIS data. And then the metadata will add it to your Mendeley desktop. This is the data from the POP. This is the example. If you want to import your data from the POP, you can save result and then result as RIS, reference manager, yeah, and then save. You can import in your Mendeley desktop or Mendeley reference manager here. Okay, I'm going to show you about Grammarly, how to use Grammarly. Grammarly is an online proofreading tool used to help find and correct writing mistakes. Let's start by creating an account. You can open a web browser, type in grammarly.com and press enter. This is the appearance of grammarly.com. You can click add to Chrome. And then Grammarly is free on Chrome, Safari, and Firefox browser. You can click add extension. Wait to finish the download. Install the Grammarly on your Chrome. You can sign up with Facebook or email. For this tutorial, we will use email. You can fill name, email, password, what best describe you. Select one and click sign up, and then click continue to your account. Click let's go, click next, finish the tour, and let's install Grammarly. Install now from the Windows. Wait to finish download, and then click set up file to run the installation. Click run, successfully installed. This Grammarly is ready to use for your Windows. And to log in, you can type an email, password, and then click login. And this is the appearance from the Grammarly. Like this. Right. Okay, I think the same version in presentation. Yeah, you can click new or import your file. Click new, and then you can start by typing the title or type or paste text in here, and then correction will appear. You can see the error in typing. It showed this is the number of words and critical issue and advanced issue. Let's check the correction. Click the accept here to accept the correction. Click drop down button to view some comment. Click disregard correction, click ignore. Check the second correction. This is to undo the correction. And then no more critical issues in here. advanced issue can be corrected using the paid version. So if you use the premium version, you can check the clarity and others. For the example, I will copy paste. Control copy and control paste. This is the goals for the academy, business, general, email, visual, the type for essay, report for others, the format, fast style, analysis, style and others, and click done. Now this is the appearance. This is number of words. And this is the overall score. And then this is the correction. The correction is about your grammar, punctuation, or others. And the paraphrase is the clarity. You can check the clarity and rewrite the paraphrase. This is the correction. You can click accept or dismiss. This is the other example. You can click export, type in file name, click save, click home icon, and then your work is also added on your account. You can open the file or your work in other computer or laptop. We can also edit our existing file. Click import, select file, click open, and file is import and ready to edit. This is the correctness, clarity, and the critical issue and advanced issue. So we have 8 critical issue and 2 advanced issue. Check all the correction, apply the correction if necessary. If finished, hover the cursor on export icon and then click export. Select where it will be saved and then edit the name if necessary and click save. Click home icon to view your account and file also save on your account too. So you have the file in your computer and the save file in your account. We can export or delete a file directly from account. Click export, click delete. To edit again, just click on it and it's ready to be edited. And other buttons menu over the cursor here, you can check the type of correction. Click on in contextual spelling, grammar, punctuation, sentence structure, style, and then you can hover the cursor here to plagiarism check, and here to vocabulary enhancement, and for the professional proofreading. Plagiarism, vocabulary enhancement, and professional proofreading is available on paid version or premium account. This is for the support tutorial. Click log out and finish. Professional writer is an amateur who didn't quit. Increase your confidence in writing with the help of Grammarly and Mendeley. I think that's enough from me. Deepa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, for your enlightening presentation. Now, let's continue to the second session, question and answer session. Please, if you would like to give a question, raise your hands and please mention your name, or you can type the question on the chat box. Okay, we have a question in the chat box from Niswa Inaya. Assalamualaikum, my name is Soha Inaya from Universitas Negeri Jakarta. As explained earlier by Shiva about the usefulness of the Parish Publish and Quillbot apps, are there any drawbacks to these apps? Thank you. Okay, maybe Nur Shiva Nadia Stuti, you can answer the question.
Okay, any drawbacks to these apps? Yes, I usually find the drawbacks actually. The first of all, publish or perish. When I search the papers by title and keywords, etc., that I have explained before, there is an error to show the results. So I have to write down again to search the data of journal, papers, articles into the publish or perish to see the results. And that's the error of the publish and perish. And from the Quillbot, like I've said before, if we paraphrase our sentences in Quillbot, it usually always a probability to get errors there. And maybe an error sentences, so we have to check it again at the results from the Quillbot. I think that's the drawbacks and errors, many errors there. So yeah, we have to try again to use the publish or perish and Quillbot. And like I've said before, beside the Quillbot, I always use ChatGPT. That's more effective because in Quillbot there are limited words that we can copy into the column on Quillbot. So I usually use ChatGPT to paraphrase because there is no limited words, no limited word that we can copy into that ChatGPT. Is that enough? Okay, maybe that's enough. Thank you, Niswa Inaya, for your question.
Okay, we receive other question. Assalamualaikum, my name is Amaruddin Syahrul Ramadan from Universitas Negeri Jakarta. In searching for journals, one of the obstacle faced is paid journals. Are there any tips for dealing with this? Untuk Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, is there any answer for the obstacle faced is paid journal? The question from Amar, is there any add-on?
Okay. I think if you the student of ONJ, you can go to your library and click here on your in Instagram ONJ library. You can see how you can access with your password and username and password you in your Wi-Fi ONJ. So this is use Nirkabel, not your email, Shiva. You can access on campus.
Oh, okay.
Just
So using
in
the
campus.
account from the campus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's new knowledge for me. Thank you, Mr. Yus.
Okay. I think enough, Shiva.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, and that's a new knowledge for me too. If there any question, please, participant, you can just raise your hand, mention your name, or maybe type the question in the chat box. We still have 10 minutes left for the question and session answer. Okay, we have other question in the chat box. Selamat siang, saya Cesnanik dari UNJ mau tanya. Kendala penggunaan aplikasi itu kan berbayar ya. Kira-kira ada sarankah dari Bapak dan Kak Syifa? Apakah ada platform lain yang bisa digunakan kira-kira? Boleh silakan dijawab untuk Kak Syifa dan
Maybe,
Pak Yusuf.
maybe Mr. Yusuf first.
Okay, just Nanik. uh, for Mendeley and Grammarly, I think Mendeley it's free ya, tidak berbayar, jadi tidak ada kendala berbayarnya. Kalaupun ada kendala di Mendeley seperti yang tadi sudah saya jelaskan, kelemahannya perlu edit manual, perlu dicek satu-satu ketika ada kesalahan. Dan memang di Mendeley sendiri sifatnya kita fokus ya kepada artikel, hanya kepada artikel yang kita gunakan. Jadi kalau ada ratusan artikel, tadi Syifa mengimport dari POP ratusan atau ribuan data, nah itu yang digunakan kan mungkin hanya 20, 30 atau 50. Jadi saya pikir kelemahannya bukan di berbayar, tapi kita harus mengecek jurnal satu-satu. Artikel jurnal satu-satu. Kalau untuk di Grammarly, saya pikir memang ada beberapa alternatif. Kalau dari yang disediakan tadi memang sudah cukup untuk di correctness grammar, punctuation, structure dan lain-lain itu sudah cukup kalau kita tidak ingin berbayar. Tapi kalau untuk fasilitas tambahan seperti paraphrase, proofreading dan lain-lain memang itu harus berbayar. Saya pikir solusinya ya bisa meminjam akun yang sudah punya akun. Saya pikir kampus masing-masing jurnal punya. Jadi kalau Cusnani punya teman atau kenalan dosen pembimbing yang menggunakan yang bagian dari jurnal di UNJ biasanya memiliki akun berbayar, bisa minta bantuan ya untuk akun tersebut. Kira-kira begitu.
Oke,
Okay.
thank you. Boleh Kak Syifa?
Maybe I want to answer the question. Maybe some of the application like publish or perish, yes, itu ada beberapa yang berbayar ya, paid. But and di Quillbot itu juga ada yang berbayar ya, tadi sudah saya tunjukkan sebelumnya yang mengenai kalau misalkan mau dengan mode akademik atau academic modes we have to pay. And maybe I can recommend you some platforms such as ChatGPT or Perplexity AI. Itu juga bisa ngebantu buat ngeparafrase kata. Perplexity AI. Nah, I have write down into the chat room. You can use that AI to paraphrase your sentences. Kalau misalkan dari Google Scholar, dari Publish or Perish, memang yang nggak berbayar itu adalah yang bagian Google Scholar-nya. Untuk beberapa ada yang berbayar. Itu memang harus bayar dulu gitu ya. Mungkin bisa pinjam dengan akun temennya gitu ya. Atau bisa sewa juga. Sebenarnya bisa juga sewa akun. Di Twitter biasanya banyak gitu ya yang ngasih sewa akun buat unlock yang tadi ya paid journal. Itu juga bisa digunakan. Seperti itu.
Oke, terima kasih. Thank you Kak Syifa dan Pak Yusuf. I think we already reached 30 minutes question and answer session. So thank you for all participants for your warm responses. And thank you once again for our speaker for insightful answer. Once again for our speaker, for our beloved speaker, Nur Syifa Nadia Stuti as the outstanding mahasiswa UNJ and Pak Dr. Muhammad Yusuf as a lecturer Faculty of Economics. And before we conclude, a friendly reminder for all attendees to complete the attendance confirmation form shared in the chat box. This will ensure you receive the e-certificate, which will be distributed within a week following this event. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the conclusion of this seminar, I would like to extend heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker for their insightful and thought-provoking presentation. Let's also applaud all the participants for their active engagement throughout the session. A special thank you is also due to the hardworking committees who have meticulously organized this remarkable event. Thank you all for your contribution and participation. It has been a pleasure serving as your master of ceremony today, and I apologize for any inconvenience. Good afternoon, and may each of you have a fantastic day ahead. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.